Hello, everybody. My name is Wynand Fourie. I'm a musician from Cape Town, South Africa, and I'm back with another React. And today I'm going to do another Buy Me a Coffee request right here. This is an interesting one. Okay, this is actually I'm going to be reacting to something that I was a part of, and it was a request made by Kia Me Free Didi. Made this request private so you can read this one. You can read the one you choose to do. So. It's not so private anymore, but let's go. I was wondering if you would be open to sharing the Indika Black chapter of your life with your fans. Maybe a little story time and some insight into one of the Live from the Prop Shop videos, since I noticed they have multiple credits under your name. Monster or Future Science, perhaps. Thanks, Kia. Or D. Thanks, D. I'm gonna check out Monster. I don't mind talking about this part of my life. It was. Let's see. When did I join Indika Black? It's an interesting story. Like it's kind of. It was like the peak of my rock and roll days, I guess. I was living in I guess a suburb of Cape Town called Woodstock. I was living with two other people, and one of them. His name is Francois. So this is the thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Let's see where the band is. I'm gonna show you the band. Okay, so this is Francois. This is Valdu. This is Gus, and then the drummer behind here is his name is Marcel. So Marcel, Gus, and Valdu had a band, Indika Black, and they were just doing the kind of three-piece thing. Valdu was playing guitar and singing, Gus was playing bass, and Marcel was playing drums. And they had a few songs, and they were looking to expand the sound of the band. I didn't know these guys, and I haven't really seen their music at the time, but they were looking to expand the band, and they were having auditions for guitarists. And Fran was one of the guys who auditioned to be in their band. And it's really funny because like at the time, Francois only had he had this Telecaster, like a Squire Telecaster, and it only had 5 strings, where a guitar usually has 6 strings. And but he nailed the audition so hard that he got the gig, you know, and they called him like Franny 5 Strings because he got I don't know, he was just like really good, and he fit the whole vibe of the band so well. And then they were like playing gigs, and I went to a lot of their gigs, and I met the guys, you know, through Fran, because you know they would come over to visit, and we would hang out, and I really got along with them. And then this was all around like I think 2017, maybe 26. No, I think it was 2017, around that era, and then. So Valdu works in this space over here, which is called Sign Bomb, which is like a movie prop studio and a printing shop. They do like prints for film, and they do props for film, which is why there's like so much stuff around, right? This is me, by the way. So he was working here, and he had an accident where he cut open his finger. His thumb, I think it was, and he couldn't play guitar. And they had a gig coming up at a bar called Surfer Rosa, and they asked me because they knew at that time they've gotten to know me, and they know I play guitar, so they asked me to learn his guitar parts and play the show with him, and he would just be singing, and I agreed to it, and I went to a few rehearsals and learned all the songs and learned all his parts. Luckily, it's all rhythm guitar, so it's nothing too complicated, and I got to learn the songs pretty quickly. I think it was like 8 songs or something that I had to learn. And then we played the show, and we had a great time. And after the show, you know, they like brought like a tray of tequilas, and they're like, "Wynand, we have a question for you, man. Do you want to join the band permanently?" I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!" And I joined the band. Now we were a 5-piece, and we had 3 guitars because Valdu was still playing guitar and singing, and I could like kind of work out a little bit more complicated parts for my own parts. And I think this was probably a few weeks after I joined the band perfectly, permanently, where we decided to do a few live videos, two live videos of our two newer songs called Monster and Future Science. I'm gonna react to Monster. I haven't seen this in a while, but yeah, that's just the kind of the background. This was like my peak kind of rock and roll phase. I was also probably drinking a bit too much this time and doing stuff that I shouldn't be doing. But you know, it was still a good time. I had a good time. This band meant a lot to me. It was definitely the band I was in that gigged the most. We played a lot of shows around Cape Town and Stellenbosch, and it was just like a lot of fun to be in this band. And it was a really fun band to play live in, because it's like very high energy, very yeah, it's very cool. Anyway, let's check this out together. Thank you, Kia, for making the suggestion and having me ramble on about my own life. Let's check this out, and I hope you guys enjoy. Boom. So before I go further, Joshua de Vries, who filmed this, is a good friend of mine. We worked in a company called A Tree Sound and Film, where we did like a lot of film jobs together, and me and Joshua have known each other since we were like 11 or 12, so he's like one of my oldest friends, and he's going to be helping me do my own live video, I think end of this month or early next month. I'm rehearsing at the moment with a band to film another live video just of my own songs and my own music, where I'm gonna be singing and playing guitar. But yeah, so just a little bit background on the camera guy. He had 3 cameras set up. This is all live, by the way, so this is all recorded live. This is all like filmed live. There's no like cutting different takes together. It's all like one take with 3 different cameras set up. So yeah, you'll see.
Joshua, jy kan nie daar afspring nie. Jy kan nie daar afspring nie.
It's Afrikaans.
Jy kan nie.
Before we jump into the song, I just gotta give a shout out to this guy. Gus he was basically the band leader. He would like organize shows, he would organize rehearsals, he would make sure everyone was doing the things, you know. He would make like spreadsheets and plan out like writing sessions, and like, I don't know, he just did a lot for the band. And I've never really met anyone, or I've never been in a band with anyone who puts in so much work and love just because he freaking loves making music. And he's actually in a band again now, in a band like that he was in years before Indika Black, even, called Snowing Down South. And yeah, and I'm just so happy for him that he's still like making music, he's still playing on stages, because this man deserves all the flowers. Yeah, just a little shout out. Okay. Also, like shout out to Valdu. He he just had like such a cool voice, man. Like I've always been a little bit jealous of his voice. I'm not gonna lie. He's got a very natural, he's got a very natural talent for like hearing melody, and his range just like, I don't know, something about his voice that just kind of cuts through the music, and it really like just sits with the music, and yeah, just the way he sings, it's really really like natural and like organic, you know, and melodic. Like he's really melodic, and yeah, man, there's some people who are just like born with a natural talent for singing, right? Anyway. Also, another shout out. I want to shout out this guy, Francois. I've never really played with someone who, I don't know. He's got a very, he definitely like has a lot of leadership what qualities, you know, and he takes charge a lot with like writing and he's got very like creative. He's got a very creative outlook on guitaring, and you know, you can hear like the Queens of the Stone Age influence. You can hear the Radiohead influence coming through, but it's always like he turns it into his own thing, and it's I think he likes going the route that's like unconventional, and that's not obvious, you know, and I really respect that about him as an artist. Marcel, man, sorry, I'm pausing the song a lot. If you want to check out the whole song in its entirety, just go to the original. But Marcel, he just knew how to lock it in, man. He always said like, oh, I'm not that good at drums or whatever, but he was so tight, and he always like really, he's like a true rock drummer. Like he hits those drums, man, and like he put so much power behind it. Like I remember like after one gig, his whole leg was like bruised up because of like how hard he was hitting it, and like the drums were set up in a way where he kept hitting his own leg. But yeah, just he keeps it simple, right? Like he keeps it simple but tight, and I love that in a drummer. I do. Doesn't keep me from spinning out. It's also funny, sorry for all the pausing, but we couldn't find like a connection for the mic stand and this mic, because it's like a condenser microphone. It needs like one of those springy things, and we didn't have one of those, so we just like gaffer taped it to the mic stand. But it worked. They say it's electric in my brain. I'm trying to take a say it's electric in my brain. I'm trying to take a say it's electric in my brain. I'm trying to take a say. I remember I got my hair cut. I think it was for this video, but the person who cut my hair really didn't know what they were doing, and it just looked so bad, and I was so self-conscious about it. But it's okay. was so fun live on stage. This build up. Oh man, memories. Yeah, man. Get ready for the most intense guitar phase. Yeah, man. Boom. Yeah, we had some good songs. It was really fun band to play with live. I really enjoyed it. Interesting time of my life. Definitely picked up a few bad habits, but luckily with perseverance and dedication, I could kick those habits. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Wow. I must be allergic to the past. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Kia, for having me go through that nostalgic experience. That was awesome. Thank you to the Indika Black Boys for that period of live music and just like camaraderie. It was really, really awesome. And yeah, I guess that's all I got to say about that. And I'll see you guys for the next reaction. All right. Bye-bye.